No, it's just a sausage and pepper pie.
Oh, no shit.
Simple. Red peppers, green peppers, and sausage. Sliced sausage, but it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, if they ever have, once in a while, it's very rare, but when they got broccoli rabe, I throw some broccoli rabe on there.
Oh, the broccoli rabe.
Broccoli rabe. Hey, it's the broccoli fucking rabe. Watch,
with the gabagool.
Hold on. He's going to put his headphones on. He's going to not know what the fuck broccoli rabe is.
Whew.
There he is.
It's not easy being fat, man. Huge.
Yeah, you know.
Soon. All right, I got my beer, got my little cooler full of beer and ice.
All right, ready, Stewie.
Bro. Let's go.
The caramel mocha Stewie.
Yes,
we were just had a question for you. Do you know what broccoli rabe is?
Who?
Broccoli rabe.
No, me seeing who is no.
Broccoli rabe? Is he a rapper?
Is he a rapper? Or
is he on Instagram?
Yeah.
Dropping them ill beats.
What?
Broccoli rabe.
Mm-mm.
Don't know what it's a fucking vegetable, you fuck.
Well, I know broccoli's a vegetable.
And not like
a cartoon character or what? A cartoon character or what?
No, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't know what broccoli rabe is.
Shameful.
Yes.
Fucking
Shame
Texas,
on Frogman.
Man.
Dude, hey, you talk about movies, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. You talk about music, I don't know what the fuck you talk about. So why the hell does it surprise you that I don't know who the fuck broccoli rabe is?
It's not a who.
Or what? Or it? Or whatever. I don't know who he is.
Fucking vegetable.
Hey, off. Get off my back, man. I don't know who he is.
See, I told you he wasn't going to know what broccoli rabe is. I told you before you even got here.
I'm waiting for the time you ask Brogman something. You're like, oh, do you know this? And he's like, actually, I do. And in 1984, blah, 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 blah. And he just goes on a whole spiel.
And that's when I say, and that's when I pop in going, all right, and we're out.
And we're out. That's only certain things, man, but not everything.
All right, we'll get some silence going on here. I'm trying to get my voice really clear because this is the first time in 2 months I'll have like a somewhat decent voice. And, of course, right before the show, I started sneezing and fucking gagging. Okay, quiet. That's a lot of quiet. Stop digging through the fucking cooler.
That's not me, man.
We're like fucking 12-year-olds that are being told to go to bed. They're like sleeping over. They're like, you're all my cousins, and I'm at my cousin's house, and my uncle's going to come in with the big wooden spoon and smack our asses.
No one shuts
Shut the fuck up. Shut up! All right, that might be the new intro, but who knows? Fuck it. We're going to make him one. Yo, fail. See, it cracked. I thought I was good. I thought I was better, and it cracked.
You've lost yo, coming back.
Yeah, then I guess we're out. That's the second outro and one not even an F1 intro. I can't even get it out of my fucking. That's all, folks. What's up, everybody? My name is Dust Mites, and welcome to another episode of the One Too Many podcast. For your ass. Yeah, I'm shaking my head. You guys can't see. My name is Dust Mites, and I'm joined by the crew. I got the Froggy Frog Fog fucker, the big guy with the big head with the big titties.
What's going on, man?
Joe. Mocha Joe's in the house. Frogman.
What's going on, everybody?
That's all I had. What's up with you, dude?
I don't know. I need like a man bra or something. Gosh.
All right, and on that note, slide it in from the rear. Slide it in from the rear. The Beantown Brawler. The incident man himself, BEANSIE.
What's up, cocksuckers?
Cocksucker. Good to see you're still around, you cocksucker.
Yep, still up. Still above ground.
Hey, we all are for now.
For now.
Yes.
Fucking going down one at a time, shit. You never know who's next.
Bro, it's like the fucking lottery. You got more chances of dying than winning the lottery nowadays. Who fucking knew that?
Fucking this is the lottery no one wants to win and shit. You're the lucky winner. No.
Fuck you. I got a lot to live for.
I'm fucking 8 weeks into this bronchitis. I finally feel these past 2 days the best I've felt. I get the occasional little bit of phlegm. I feel great. I'm getting all my strength back. I'm fucking getting back to my regular self. I come home, I sit in this fucking chair, and my nose starts, and I'm like, no fucking way. I'm doing my best at the fucking store. I'm ducking and weaving and yelling at people to stay 6 feet away from me. It's fucking getting crazy. It's getting a little crazy. I'm getting a little fucking stressed out. And I came home, my voice is cracking now, and now I'm fucking sneezing again.
Getting loopy.
First thing I did was Google sneezing while drinking coffee because I was drinking the coffee. And it's like every time I do a show, like before I do a show and I have some coffee, I sneeze and I'm either thinking it might be the beer that I'm drinking with it, or it says the caffeine may cause your sinuses to act up. And I just slammed 2 big fucking cups of coffee and I started sneezing. So I don't know. Yeah. That's what it is.
Well, it's also pollen season.
Yeah, I don't have allergies, though.
He says he doesn't have allergies at all.
I know I don't have allergies.
He's 68 years old and he doesn't have any allergies. I don't believe him.
Yeah, you can grow in and out of allergies, man. So you might not have had them when you were.
Relax, Dr. Oz. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Last thing I need
hospital for a week and now he's a pro.
Last thing I need in my life is fucking allergies. I need allergies like I need another fucking woman in my life.
Oh, that bad?
You fucking cocksucker.
So real bad.
Dude, all I know is I'm so glad I'm not with my ex right now because she was the fucking worst worrywart, man. I would have to build her a bubble to sleep in or something.
Well, that's my girl. Like, no Dunkin' Donuts, man.
What?
She's convinced that, both me and my stepdaughter are kind of coffee junkies. And she is too, to be fair. But she's like, no Dunkin' Donuts.
Why?
Because you don't know what those people have.
That can be anywhere. That can be McDonald's, Burger King. It can be
right.
anything.
No.
Well,
yeah. So
before we deep dive into this, I mean, we're going to talk about the situation at hand right now. I mean, I know we don't normally talk serious shit, but I'm only on beer 2, so I could have a sensible conversation. It is on all our minds, and the listeners will be listening to us about it. So we could just not make it a fucking 2-hour conversation and fucking get it. Well, this person said, and we're
going to be here a while, man.
Get a graph out and shit like that. Just let's talk about how it's affecting us this past week a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we could talk Looney Tunes.
Okay.
Dude, why is it always come back to Looney Tunes?
Because it's great. Look, Looney Tunes is awesome, man.
Dude, me and
Looney Tunes?
The dude at work today, we went on a fucking 45-minute rampage about Looney Tunes, the guy in the back and the receiver guy. And we were just, because he's old school, we were just going through old fucking cartoons and shit. And, I said to him, I said, yo, they had a skunk that was a rapist.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back on Looney Tunes. But, yeah, the pandemic is hitting us, and it's finally looking like see, we've been in shelter at home. Well, most people in this area, tri-state area,
a lot of
shelter
people,
like maybe 2 weeks already. This kind of hit the fan really started being serious about 3 weeks ago. So we're ahead of the curve, they say, but it's because of population. It just seems like now the smaller areas in the southern states and Midwest states are starting to maybe take action, which I really think we all should have taken action at the same time. But
yeah, man, no shit.
For us, it's getting a little nuts around here. You still got the crazy grocery people coming in left and right. Now they're wearing masks. I feel every time I turn the corner at work, I feel like I'm getting held up by some fucking gunslinger.
Yeah.
Reach for the sky, Varmin.
You waiting for Warren G to come up?
Yeah, I'm getting regulated. I'm getting regulated in the pasta aisle. Watch out.
Hey, I remember that song. See, I do know stuff, motherfucker.
Yay!
Stuff.
Yay!
Now, if Warren G only came on a pizza.
Oh.
Oh, Oh, not that way. I didn't mean that. Oh,
No.
whoa. Rewind.
No.
All right, so
That's not social distancing.
Podcast distance. So, Matt, you were saying that your wife is getting a little crazy, that she doesn't want to even go to like your regular spots, even for takeout and stuff.
Yeah, no takeout. She's like hard and fast. No takeout, no coffee. Because this
what, man? She's right, bro. She's right. I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way.
Yo, Frogman's mic is hot tonight. That's awesome.
I'm guilty of going to the restaurants and shit and buying stuff because you get tired of cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking. So
yeah,
you want a pizza, you want something. But it's hard. It's hard not to have that shit in the back of your mind. Like, motherfucker,
I love it.
You better not be sick, motherfucker.
I like it because the past 3 weeks, it's like there's been no junk food for me. I haven't been, going to lunch. My job has been giving everybody lunch to giving food to everybody, and
that's kind of cool.
Awesome. Being in there, and all the associates got a wage bump for the next month or so until this all ends.
Awesome.
Give people more incentive and appreciate their work, just so they don't fucking take off. That just
showing some love, man. That's serious love right there.
Yeah.
So between that and like coming home and cooking again. And like not eating a lot of junk, and I'm not really snacking unless it's some Cozy Shack pudding. Shout out to Cozy Shack pudding, new sponsor on the show. Cozy Shack pudding.
Is it the rice pudding?
Nah, chocolate, straight chocolate.
Get the fuck out of here! You need that rice shit.
You fucking cocksucker!
Nah, man.
What the hell is that you just mentioned? What is that? Is that an Eastern thing? It's an Eastern.
I don't know. A Cozy Shack pudding. I don't.
Never fucking heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a brand. It's like
pudding in a tub.
Yeah.
What the fuck, in a tub?
Like, like a little plastic, tub.
Like cream cheese thing.
No, when you say tub, I think of a gallon of ice cream. That's a tub.
No. It's like a little thing, and you pull it up and you eat the.
It's like a Jello pudding, but.
But they're bigger. It's like it's a bigger serving. Like, they need to make it smaller because I can sit down and eat one in one shot. And
what kind of chocolate is it? Double Dutch, just light.
Be hanging out with Josh Fisher, one leg. Shout out to Josh Fisher. We shouted them out on the COVID Law record.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, man. Shout out to Josh.
Josh is my boy.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
How the fuck
bit of a know-it-all, but I can appreciate
that dude knows everything, man. Dude, if I ever need any, I'm sure he knows who Broccoli Rob is.
He definitely does.
That's all I'm telling you.
He's Frogman's arch nemesis. It's my nemesis. How the fuck did we get on Coach Shack pudding?
How the fuck did we get on Josh Fisher?
I don't know. We're all over the place.
I'm not on Josh Fisher. I'm just, shouting him out.
So, it's been a while. Between that and the fucking bronchitis, I dropped about 15 pounds. And
good for you, man.
And it feels good again. What's that? Why are you talking over me?
You gained 1 or 2 pounds with today's lunch.
Lunch? That was dinner, man.
Or dinner.
So, when I was coming home tonight, I'm just like, man, I haven't had a pizza in a while. I need a pizza. So I stopped at Pronto Pizza, my favorite pizza spot over here. And I got the sausage and pep. The sausage and pep.
That's what it's about, though, man. You don't have pizza every night, but every once in a while, you got to fucking treat yourself.
It's been 3 weeks, man. I'm like, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
And
what do you do when you don't live in New York or in the eastern states and you get shitty pizza?
Well, then you wouldn't know what a good pizza tastes like. So you're okay.
That's my fucking point, man.
You never know. So for you, your pizza is good.
That sucks.
Now, if I went there and had your pizza, it'd be shit because I know a good pizza is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a pizza snob, by the way. Pizza snob. So what's cool around in my area is everybody shifted to pickup, curbside, or delivery.
Yep.
Everybody's delivering. Burger King's delivering. McDonald's is delivering. Fucking Panera Bread's delivering. All the local delis, all the local businesses are free delivery. You just have to wait because they're new to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just said, fuck it. I don't know what's going on over here. Let me slide in and see if I can pick up the pizza there. And I know the guys over there and super clean, masked up, gloved up. The girls had gloves, no tables around, sanitizer everywhere. You could tell they were really on top of their game. And I was real happy, and I was not scared at all. Not one iota was I worried about picking up this pizza because it quickly slided down my gullet, 3 slices, and I went into a mini coma. So Shout out to the Pronto Pizza.
You still have some left over then?
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna live off this for 3 days. I can't eat a whole pie of that. You know how much salt and peppers they put on there? A lot.
I thought you'd kill the whole thing in an hour.
Maybe a regular pie.
You're a big boy.
I'm really hungry. A regular pie, but no, my stomach is shrinking. Relax. It's going down a notch.
I'm happy. I'm glad it is.
So no Dunkin' Donuts in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. She put a hard, fast rule on it, and she rules the roost. You know,
nothing at all. Nothing.
Well, that's the last thing he needs after what we went through. He doesn't need.
Well, yeah, well, of course, too. We forgot about
Well, I
that.
still drink. I brew my shit at home.
No. But the other stuff they sell there, you don't need that shit.
No, well, I don't really fuck with none of that shit.
They do. They're the ones that enjoy them.
My Sally doesn't like the donuts. She's like, fuck that. I'm not going to waste the calories on a fucking shitty donut.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts used to be on their game, hence the name Donuts. There's a donut place. How can you fuck it up? But over the years, they slowly started fucking it up because the shit started getting smaller, and you could tell they're like fucking frozen now. And you can see where they stick. You see where they stick this spigot in there to inject the good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the best place to have a delicious donut on the East Coast?
You got to find like an independent joint.
Ooh, a mom and pop shop?
Yeah, mom and pop.
Ooh, nice.
Like where they make that shit fresh.
I love mom and pop shops.
Honestly, my chain, they got fucking pretty good donuts. And one of them is fucking killer. It's a fucking donut with fucking Fruity Pebbles on it.
Shut the fuck up.
With a little bit of glaze on top.
What's the place called?
It's called Where I Work.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, the bakery department. The bakery department. They make their own donuts.
Yeah.
Probably the only thing that's fresh in a fucking bakery. Everything's frozen. So, yeah, it's fucking banging, man. They put fucking Fruity Pebbles on there. And oh man, forget about it. Forget about it. Fucking Fruity Pebbles. Forget about it.
You technically have a donut with milk. It's like having cereal and a donut.
Dude, it's so good. I had a muffin yesterday morning. I had a muffin for breakfast, and I had a little bit of milk. And I've been staying away from dairy because it makes me cough. Dairy it makes me phlegmy and it makes me cough. And then everybody's looking at me in the break room like I got the fucking,
They're giving you the side eye.
They think they give me that rolling side eye, and they look at me like I'm fucking Patrick. I'm Patrick Dempsey in fucking Outbreak. All of a sudden,
take them out. Take them out.
My eyes are bleeding, and I'm fucking shitting blood.
Just go behind him.
Sandman control. Sandman control. Drop the bomb. Sandman control. I just watched that last night. Why would I fucking do that to myself?
I don't know. Why do
it's
you
like
do
number 2 on Netflix, so it's like,
of course, everybody's fucking fear mongering.
All right, Matt. So you're saying no?
Yeah, no eating out.
Frogman's driving now. Good night.
Stay on target. I just want you to stay on target.
Yeah, I said I was staying on target. Sandman control. Drop the bomb.
Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
No. I mean, she's just really paranoid about the shits, and she's like, we're not eating out and we're not getting coffees, and we all drink a fucking shit ton of coffee in this house.
Here's the thing: if she feels more comfortable with that, then so be it. Whatever's
exactly.
A little bit of rest in your household. It's stressful enough.
Right.
Kids are home. The shit's on TV. It's on social media. It's everywhere you go. Everybody's talking about it.
Yep.
Oh, I wonder. Oh boy, the media really locked that shit down. It's quite funny. Yeah. I mean, whatever's going to make people comfortable. If you're comfortable by coming home and eating a fucking Pronto pizza, then do it.
Right.
Frogman's comfortable coming home and lifting the fucking engine block out of a Mustang. All good.
No, I was doing interior and electrical on my 86 today. So,
you
know what I hate, man? When these motherfuckers back in the day, they start chopping wiring harnesses to put Pioneer stereo systems in there, and I'm trying to go back to original, so I have to.
It's just a giant clusterfuck,
bro. I need to go out there, find an old harness that's fucked up from another 86, chop it up, and then solder, heat shrink all these harnesses, and fucking restore these fucking harnesses. That's what I was doing all day today. Fucking
just call your cousin Ish.
Nah, fuck that guy. I'll do it.
Nobody knows that, Joe. Nobody remembers Ish.
What? Ish?
He was the interior guy on Pimp My Ride.
I know he's the interior guy for West Coast Customs.
How can you guys not remember Ish, man?
Yes,
What
I
you're going to do
fucking
now is
hated that show.
you're going to take the pipe relaning and put the
I've
interior.
met the guy at the SEMA show when I go every year, and
Wow.
yes. Ooh.
I met the guy.
Francais.
I met the guy in blue in the back seat of a '68 Caddy.
Nah, man, just had a chit chat with him out there by the booth and kicked it with him for a little bit.
Okay, I have to ask: was it English or Spanish?
Huh? It was English.
I'm sorry.
Had to push it. I had to push it.
You're
I'm like, you're gonna speak English, motherfucker. You're gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it easy on you.
All right, stay on target.
So, yeah.
So, Matt, what's going on in your area now? Or are you on like
So we're
like, what they call it? What do they call it?
It's like a kind of a bitch ass lockdown.
Yeah. Dude.
And the reason why I say it's like a bitch ass lockdown, you know, our governor came out and it was like, oh, you know, only essential workers, blah, 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 blah. Well, all these motherfuckers are like, well, I'm essential. You know, I'm essential. Like there's a fucking comic book store near me. The one that I don't go to, by the way.
Why?
And
Sorry.
I just got a bad vibe from them. That's all. I don't really care.
Why you got to ask him about his comic book politics?
Because he said he doesn't go.
Why do you gotta be
I'm like, why don't you go to the comic book store, man?
Jeez, we're about 20 minutes in, and you got to pull that bullshit. You got to bring a comic book store politics.
Actually. So they're open. You know, the company I work for, they're still, you know, where I broke my back, they're still open, and they don't do anything that's like emergency related. They like do fucking, you know, pruning and landscaping type shit.
Yeah.
And they're open. Like, that's not fucking essential. And it's like all you motherfuckers that are out doing your non-essential bullshit, there's a risk of you getting me and my fucking family sick. And if we get sick, we're going to fucking die.
Not only that, dude. Not only that, here's the thing. The way I say it is, and I explain to everybody when I talk to people, the government is treating us, and our local governments are treating us like children. They tell us, don't you do that, blah, 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 and we do it anyway. So what do they do?
Right.
They take something away from us.
Right.
Next time, I told you, blah, 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 and then they take something else away from us. And we still go and do it again. Now they're taking our iPad away from us, but we have a cell phone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you got my iPhone or my cell phone, but now I have something else I could use. And that's how it is. We don't fucking learn. You know when we're going to learn? When we're forced to stay in our house for 2 months, and there's a fucking National Guard on every fucking corner.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen, bro. It is. Everybody says, no, it's not going to happen. But that's what's going to happen because people don't fucking listen.
Look, my opinion on this is that this shit's not going to go away till November, December, January.
Longer than that.
Yeah, you're going to see it slowly fade away. It's not going to go away,
We're not here to talk opinions and political shit and get into all that nonsense. You know what I mean? But
I'm just saying because I still got to go to fucking work when everybody's fucking home. Construction doesn't fucking stop.
Day 10 of quarantine. I'm going nuts. Motherfucker, you could get in your car and go for a drive. Dude, you could be one of those fucking idiots that are frolicking around the grocery store for
go outside, take my suspension apart for me, and I'll fucking take it over when I get home.
Nobody's pushing you into your house and welding the door shut like they did in those videos from China. Yep. Not to say if those are real or not, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like that. It's not a quarantine. It's a staycation. You just can't go eat something or go, you know what I mean? Look at fucking motor oil. You know what I mean? It's just people relax.
I'd be outside working on my cars every fucking day.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I mean we're banging out like some home projects.
Yeah, if the government is willing to risk the economy and release trillions and trillions of dollars for this, and people are taking it, it's just this, it's no big deal. No. There's something more, and they're not telling us, and we're not getting on that shit tonight. But it's worse than what we think. Yeah, and
it is bad, and it sucks. I hate being out there. Yeah, I know first responders have to be out there. I'm in construction. These fuckers don't go home. They don't go home. They keep building and building and building. So we got to be out there. You think I want to be out there?
You should see the mass.
These motherfuckers sneezing and working, fucking.
We're getting
sloppy, dirty
100,000
motherfuckers.
customers a week in my store. 100,000 a week. Because what they're doing is the city. We're close to like Morristown and stuff like that, and the city stores are getting nothing. So they're just going down their Google Maps. So I see all these people I've never seen before.
I gotcha.
They're just jumping from store to store, just looking for shit. So
I mean, that's the other thing that's really bothering me about this whole thing is just the fucking hoarding and like
excessive buying and shit.
Yeah, like fuck you, I got mine. You know, it's like just be a normal fucking human being. You know,
there's gonna be more on the shelves if everybody would just cool off. Chill out.
It's just the not knowing and what ifs and too many movies, too many TV.
You have people excessive buying, dude, and then the motherfuckers get sick, they fucking die, and all the shit's in their garage.
Gotta learn where the honey holes are.
Dude, I gotta know, dude. Really? Now I gotta go find a motherfucker who died so I can get into their garage and I can steal their shit.
Easy. Wow, Frogman's on beer too. Apple cider number 2.
Apple cider number 5. Just saying.
Oh Jesus! Whoa! You're the one that we have to do a fucking cider count.
Cider count.
Cider count.
How many apples have you picked from the tree?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's the excessiveness, man. I've been seeing this for over 3 weeks now, and me being in the grocery industry, you see the same people every day. There's limits on things. What do? Go out to their car, they come back in, they wait on the line again with their 2 gallons of water, bring them to their car, come back again, get their 2 gallons of water. You know what I mean? Rinse, wash, repeat. Same guy.
Like why the fuck are you doing that? You know, it's
some people feel more comfortable if they have things. And I get it. I understand, but it's to the point now they're exhausting the resources in the warehouse. My grocery department is still waiting for Wednesday night's truck. It's Saturday.
Right. Well, I was thinking about you. You know, me and Sid went out to the supermarket earlier when this first started going down, and there was no fucking chicken, no fucking red meat.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what the fuck?
That was us the first week and a half.
Do you all have? I'm sure you all do, but do you all have like meat markets and shit out there? Mom and pop meat markets.
Yeah, they're getting hit too.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's the only place here I can find meat, chicken, and all that shit.
Yeah. See, with us, we're a little bit ahead of the curve with you guys, I guess. Maybe a week and a half ago is when it really got bad. A week to a week and a half, and then we started the limits. Limit 1, limit 1, limit 1. 2 on the ground beef, 1 on the chicken. You could buy as much pork as you want. Nobody was really buying red meat that much. It was chicken.
Yeah.
Can't believe how many people want chicken, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. So then once we put the limit on there, the morning shipment was lasting till about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then as the time went down a little bit, a couple of days later, 4 o'clock, there was still chicken. You know what I mean? But now it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
It may not be everything you want, but it's there. You could go in and get something.
I'm going to ask you something, though, seriously. Is there any way, like, for example, at your store, you put a certain amount of product out, but you have more in the back, and that's your way of saying, fuck you, chill the fuck out?
No. We are there.
Why can't you?
Because our company's there for the community, and we want to make sure the community gets what they can.
So if you have the product, you throw it all out, even though you have people coming in.
Trucks roll in. If there's pallets of toilet paper at the end, the ass end of the truck, when we open up the trailer, we pull the pallets out, we put it on the shelf. All these people that are coming in the morning and waiting online for fucking 2 hours, and then they come in, there's nothing on the shelf because they think it's going to magically appear from night crew. Though that's when the trucks are on regular schedule. When they're on this schedule, they can show up from 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
That's when I wish like your facial recognition would come in and say, tell the teller, this person's already bought theirs. Fuck
It's the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the draw. When
you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean.
Now it's to the point with paper product, it's only 1 per customer.
Yeah, so now how cool you have a camera there, and the camera tells you, boop, boop, this person already bought it.
You're thinking, we're talking 100,000 customers, bro.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't a small town shit. You know what I mean? This is big shit. There's too many fucking people. So now you got paper products, 1 per person. So now you have in your hand your toilet paper, your paper towels. I can only get 1. Throw me the idol. I'll give you the whip. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those situations. It's like, and I thought it was one of each. Yeah, that was last week. You guys fucked up and bought too much. Now it's one. They're getting punished. See, they're kids, they're children. One by one, we got to take things away.
Yeah, but you know,
some guy said today we're not ordering it. Yeah, my company doesn't want to make money. We're still here to make money. As much as we're here for the community, we're here to make money.
Yeah.
Here to make money. If my owner could make a deal with Scott Paper Towel or somebody or the warehouse to drop 3 tractor trailers in the back, he would. And we would just constantly just keep flooding out. But there is none. You know what I mean? This isn't local. This isn't a snowstorm that's just going to hit this part of New Jersey.
Right.
And you get that influx of business and it goes down. This is countrywide.
Yep.
You know, so we're gonna feel the effects of this for months. I'm not saying just maybe the effects of the virus to say or people being sick, but getting the stores back balanced. There's gonna be a while, and your favorite fucking gluten-free, organic dietary fucking hamburger bun may not be there.
Like I'm gonna be dead honest with y'all, man. The biggest thing aside from grocery stuff that worries the fuck out of me about this shit is our friends and family that work in the medical field.
Yep.
Yeah,
man, I worry about that shit, about all of them. Friends, family. If I know you, I fucking worry about you every fucking day.
Shout out to Hurricane BX, man. He's on the front line.
He's the one. He's like the second one on my mind, dude, next to my cousin.
He's in the city. Dude. He's in the Bronx.
He's in freaking New York, dude.
Right in the epicenter, man.
Yes, I worry about him every fucking day, dude.
Yep.
You know.
As long as he, protects himself and he's got the right amount of gear and you know, he's doing a huge service. Everybody in that field, everybody that's, the law enforcement, the retail workers,
first responders, medical, man, dude,
the mailman.
Yeah.
Yep.
The mailman, even though he doesn't see anybody, that motherfucker still is, they're still
he's out
there slinging it.
Yeah, we're doing that, and people are fucking out with their fucking kids in the park or shooting fucking hoops,
dude, at the beach,
throwing elbows in the fucking park.
Kidding me, dude? Like at the beach, really?
Yeah. I don't mind. I don't so much mind the people outside. Like we go for a walk with the dog every day. We go twice a day.
No, man, but when they're at the beach, bro.
Yeah, when you exactly,
dude, really?
Yeah, fuck
You're
them.
You're not fucking helping.
Fuck them. Like those.
I never
like all those fucking assholes on spring break, and I get it. You're just looking for pussy or dick. I get it.
But you can
I
do
understand.
That later, man. Let this shit pass.
Exactly.
You can fuck whoever you want and
exactly. Like you're so fucking selfish.
I never hoped for a fucking rogue gaggle of great white sharks to ever hit that coastline.
No shit, bro.
Or one rogue fucking lightning bolt to hit that fucking water. I hate to say it, man. Hate to say it.
I don't. Fuck them.
Send all your hate mail to frogman@gmail.com.
Yeah, send it to me. Fuck you.
Man, so much for not getting serious. You motherfuckers are turning this into some fucking serious shit here, man.
Well, I've been stewing on this, bro, all week, man.
One of my last things, dude, is I'll tell you this much. A lot of other countries, their shit is thinning out. You know why? Because they fucking listen and stay home.
They're listening, man.
They stay home. They stay home. Let the shit die out. America, they don't give a fuck.
Well, here's another thing.
But that's fine. Go ahead and reduce America's population by 50%. That's fine.
We're spoiled.
There's a lot of fucking goddamn traffic here anyway. So
it's not going to be that high anyway. The numbers are fucking totally exaggerated. If you think about people. I mean, what you really need to start doing is doing the people that are surviving and the people that, are recovering from this and how many people cleared.
Yeah,
and, give us a little bit more detail about the people that are dying. Are they 85 with emphysema? Did they just
smoking
go
2 packs a day?
Did they just go through a round of chemo? Did they have, and that's pretty much a lot what it is. And don't get me wrong, there's other things involved, but mostly
they're asthmatic and they have problems.
It's mostly pneumonia and shit with the lungs.
The lungs, yeah.
So, did he die from corona or did he die because, you know what I mean? He just went through 17 months of chemotherapy and his immune system's in the fucking toilet.
Did he just have an incident?
Shut up. Real quick, the sidebar. Speaking of incidents, how are you feeling?
Dude, exactly.
Not too bad. I'm really, I've decided to go vegetarian every other day. So I'm not like totally vegetarian, but like, you know, on those days I don't eat any kind of red meat. I don't eat chicken. I'll have an egg, but I have salads and stuff like that.
I'm very happy to hear that, bro.
That's awesome, dude.
That's good.
Yeah.
When I was losing the weight a couple of years ago, and I was really serious about it, I went. I think I got it down to 2 days with meat, and all the other days were just veggies and shit.
Yeah. And
it was tough.
It's not that bad because I like vegetables. Like I'm not like an anti-vegetable type guy.
Anti-veg type? You're anti-veg type?
No, not by any means. I wouldn't want to do it permanently, but
what are you doing to keep it new and
I'm just kind of looking.
I'm sorry. How long have you been doing for?
Pretty much since the last podcast. So 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, man? Like a little egg white?
You're running out of fucking things to make.
Yeah, well, I can make a million things with eggs.
A little onion, a little broccoli, a little vegetables in there with the egg.
Yep.
Or what?
Yeah.
Shout out to the One Too Many Talk Over Each Other podcast.
Yeah.
I'll do like omelets and shit.
We're gonna have G Money getting mad at us and shit.
Yeah. See, there he goes again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a cider count time. First cider count of the night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7.
Wow, 7 ciders. Wow. It's totally the sun's getting low, big guy.
Oh, man, we're good.
I'm on beer 3. Man, all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Matt,
so
as you were, Matt.
It's been it's not been as hard as I thought it would be. Like
you're ready, bro. You're ready.
I don't fuck with, I go easy with the butter. I go easy with, I don't really fuck with much dairy. I'm on kind of a fasting type diet. So typically I don't eat till like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I get up, I have like 3 or 4 cups of black coffee and, go about my day.
Do you drink a lot of water, Matt?
Yeah, I probably drink close to a gallon a day.
That's good.
Close. I drink a ton of water.
That's good.
I've always been a pretty heavy water drinker. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just really bummed out. I've been, to be totally honest, I've just been really bummed out the last couple of weeks, just watching how people act in a situation that isn't even like, don't get me wrong. It's serious, but it's not as serious as it really could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right now, it's not serious, but it has the potential to be serious, which is why they're taking these precautions and doing these extreme measures or light extreme measures. Right. They need to turn up the fucking volume, bro. They're going to turn up the fucking volume because they've been turning up the volume for the past month.
Well, people don't listen, bro. They don't fucking listen, dude.
Well, people talk about China, and China, they had an app where it was like, so it's like me and the 2 girls. One of us would be nominated. We could go out every 48 hours for like a limited window to get shit. And then that was it.
The other day.
And they had they had another one that tracked you. So if you did get sick, they knew who you were around the whole time. And that's never happening here, man. That's never going to happen.
All the fucking tinfoil hat people.
Yeah. As much as they say, they already know where you were.
Right.
We get it, GPS, but this tells you it's connected to you right down to your fucking DNA,
Yeah, it just just the way people are acting just really, and it kind of made me like, wow, I really need to get a fucking firearm. Like, because I feel like shit is just going to let's say there was a major power outage.
Yep. That's the big thing. The grid goes down.
Think about that. Think about New York City with no power. How fast do you think New York City would go to fucking chaos? Mm-hmm. Not long.
Yo, shout out to the 1977 blackout. Yes, I'm old enough to remember that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. And it like I've really been struggling with a hatred for humanity, more so than normal.
It just makes, and of course, working in the industry and seeing the people just coming in and doing what they're doing, it just makes you sick. And it's to the point now where we're practicing social distancing. and 6 feet away, we have all this propaganda around, these stickers, shit on the floor, tape on the floor. It's like, oh yeah, there's tape on the floor. We're safe now.
Right.
Fuck out of here. But it's starting to look like occupied France in WW2. You know what I mean? You know. Excuse me, I'm not sick. I just had a little cough, schmegel in my throat there. Shout the schmegels in my throat. But yeah, the temperature's just crazy now, man. It really is. It's really getting to the point where it's just I'm like I said, I'm more scared. I'm more afraid of, number one, the economy, the repercussions of this. Unemployment rate's going to be fucking in the toilet.
Yep.
We're going to be paying for this for a very long time. All these checks everybody says they're getting or thinks they're getting. Guess what? If you're in the restaurant industry and you don't have a W-2, you're not getting a check.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Period.
My brother, I worked in the restaurant business. My brother's been at the same restaurant as the head chef for 20 years.
Cash under the table, right?
No, he's on salary, but like I'm thinking of all the wait staff.
Oh yeah, if you're getting cash under the table and you're not filing a W-2, you ain't seeing shit. So
right.
If you think that's coming to you, and you know anybody that says anything negative about this guy in their social media, you're not seeing a check either. They're checking that too. Just
right.
Stupid.
Oh man.
And then it like in Massachusetts, it's tough to get a license to carry, but I'm after all this nonsense is over, I'm gonna get it because guess what? You're not coming to my house and taking mine.
I went to Walmart. I got a bat, slid into Home Depot, got some barbed wire. I'm ready to go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Don't get me wrong. I got plenty of
fucking Harley Quinn and shit.
With the hot pants.
You're gonna say, I'm not gonna be like Negan. I'm gonna be like Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Doing flips and whatnot.
Hey, Mr. J.
Hey, Mr. J.
I got your bat over here. Harley. That's a really bad joker. I can't do voices. My voice is loose.
It's gone.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of what I'm.
Why do you want to do a conceal and carry?
Because that's the highest you can get in Mass is conceal carry.
Is that really what you want? Why do you want it, dude?
I don't really. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be. I go to the Kid Rock concert with my gun. I'm not going to be that dude, but I just want to have that, especially where I'm getting older. I'm not as fucking burly as I used to be. And I want to protect mine. And I feel like that, it just kind of proves to me that people don't give a fuck about their fellow human being.
Number one, it's your constitutional right. So,
yeah.
Depending, of course, state. But Frogman, you being in the fucking Lone Star, deep in the heart.
Well, I'm just saying this.
Texas, dude, man, over there, it's like motherfuckers be driving around with fucking guns on the dashboard.
Dude, I have a shitload of guns, rifles. I have all that shit.
Yep.
A long time ago, I did want a conceal and carry. You see, but the thing I've noticed, dude, and I have a lot of friends in law enforcement, and I fucking butt heads with them and with this shit. It doesn't matter whether you have conceal or carry, you have your license. It doesn't matter about any of that shit because they pull you over because your fucking tail light is out, and you fucking tell them, dude. You tell them, hey, I have my license, conceal and carry. Any movement you do, they want to fucking shoot you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the goddamn point of fucking having the concealed license? And I tell my friends, chill the fuck out, dude. I'm not going to turn around and shoot you and fucking gun you down. Calm the fuck down. Like, I have my fucking gun, dude. I have my gun next to my bed. I have my gun in my fucking car, and I always have it. My fucking problem, why I don't get a conceal and carry a lot of times, is because here, I'm a great guy. I'm laughing. I'm this and that. But I can be a fucking equal violent guy. I have a bad temper. I get fucking pissed off, and I fucking skyrocket with my temper. And God knows what that'll lead to.
Yeah.
So my own opinion, when I hear people say, I want to have a conceal and carry, I always go, why?
Yeah.
Why? No. Because you might feel safe with it, but the law enforcement out there protecting the community might not see you like that, man. And a lot of a lot of people reaching for their driver's license, man, get fucking gunned down for no goddamn reason, bro.
Yeah.
And
no, I get that.
All these first responders and law enforcement, they're fucking trigger happy, dude. And that pisses me the fuck off, dude. Well, it's our lives and this and that. What about the goddamn guy driving the car, dude? What about that person? That person has
never done nothing wrong.
Dude, come on, man. So, yeah, I got a shitload of guns. I got Glocks. I got a fucking AR-15. I got an AK-47. I got a lot of fucking guns. But it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You come to my house, you try to fuck with me, I will fucking kill you. I'll tell you. I don't give a fuck. I'll kill you. I'll gun you down, and I'll fucking gut you, dude.
What show am I on here?
No. This is true.
All right, and we're out. Good night, folks.
No. This is what that's the way I see things. But when people are like,
my vibe is done.
When my people are like, hey, people are saying, I want to conceal and carry. I'm like, you got to be careful with that. That's just my opinion. You got to be careful with that.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And it's not so much that I want to carry a gun around all the time. I just want to have something in place. Then when we're at home in a situation like we're in, and some fucking knucklehead wants to, comes to my house with a gun, like at least we're on an even footing. You feel me?
Bro, if you're gonna protect your home, go for it.
Yeah, that's more where I'm at, like more than like I'm going out to the fucking movies with my fucking Sig Sauer or whatever,
Yeah.
It's more about, I have a shoddy at the house, and I hear a fucking weird noise at night, I just rack that motherfucker.
That's how I am, dude. My shit's right next to my bed, dude. I hear any noise outside, all right, I am with a fucking Glock. I'm 45, dude. I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
And if I see anything moving or I see a person on my property, I'm pulling that trigger. I'm not thinking twice.
Yep.
That's the way I am, dude.
And all this shit, man, it's like really got me thinking about that. It's like,
it is crazy, Matt. But one thing you always have to think about, no matter how crazy the community is, and no matter how crazy the world is, no matter what's going on, you always take one step back, dude. And you gotta have faith, and you gotta keep your mind calm.
Yeah. No, it's hard, brother. It's fucking hard.
In today's times, just keep your mind calm. Think about your family. Focus on them, and that's it.
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, it's just, I'm really just kind of bummed out.
No, I guess don't be bummed out. It's okay to be scared. It's all right to be scared.
It's not so much scared. I feel let down. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you expect from the community? What do you expect from the world? That's just...
You know what? But I expect, like, I try to live the Fred Rogers lifestyle as best I can. You know what I mean? Like, just live that, like, treat everybody with respect, be kind to people, think about other people, it's not always all about you. And I feel like I'm the only one who thinks that way sometimes,
No, it's okay to think of the elderly. Think of people that that need the help. That think of it. It's okay to think of other people, but just keep in mind that a lot of people out there don't feel and don't think the same way as you do. Yeah.
I guess that's the rub.
And the thing is, no matter what goes on in the world, and no matter how crazy the world is, dude, don't let it change you. Don't let it steer you in the direction of fear and anger, and don't let it do that. You stay focused, you stay grounded, you say, you know what, man, I'm here to protect my family and anybody, my neighbors, my family. Like here, dude, I protect my neighbors, I protect anybody that I love and I hold dearly close to my heart. I fucking protect them, and I'm there for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the one thing that you gotta stay grounded, dog. You gotta stay fucking grounded. You gotta don't fall into the temptation, dude, of the anger and the fear and all this craziness. Don't fall into that, and you fucking stay true and stay grounded and stay focused, and everything will be all right. Because the only thing these people are expressing is fear.
Yeah, hey, let me know when the Sunday sermon's over, right?
Okay.
I'll be in the back.
Okay. One thing you gotta remember is just everybody's reacting on fear.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They're reacting on fear, and it's okay to want to defend and protect and all these things. That's good. But one thing you have to keep in mind is you have to understand how afraid these people are. And sure, if you do have a desperate man trying to break into your home, well, you know, you're going to have to do what you got to do. Scare them with your gun, and if it gets to the point of violence, well, you did what you had to do.
Yep.
But let's just hope it doesn't get to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping things turn around, you know, like I'm hoping cooler heads will prevail and people stop like, oh, I don't need to get 70 pounds of fucking chicken every week, you know? It's like...
No, I know. It might be tough to get food. It is here too, dude. It's tough to get food. It's tough to get stuff. And
yeah, I mean, it's you know, we're not like without anything, you know what I mean? It was just, we go to the market and it'd be like, okay, well, looks like we're eating out of the freezer for a week, you know? It's...
Let me tell you what I do, man. And I discovered this by pure bullshit. You know the people who supply the restaurants? Those warehouses?
Oh, yeah.
They have fruits, vegetables, et cetera, et cetera. They supply the restaurants. Well, a lot of the restaurants here in Texas, maybe around the United States as well, they might have their dining rooms closed. You can't walk into a fucking Applebee's and sit down and eat.
Nope.
You can order and pick it up or have it delivered, like Dust was saying. But I contacted these warehouses. And I said, hey, man, I'm just asking, you know, just wondering if you have any oranges, apples, you know, spinach, lettuce, onions, and avocados, and anything. And they go, yes, we do. They set up some little combos and little packages for the people.
Oh, no shit.
This one's $35. This one's $40. This one's $50. And also certain places here, restaurants, there's meat markets that provide for these people. The meat, the brisket, the ribs, the strip steak, which people call fajita. You know, people provide these people. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? Like, well, since the restaurants aren't ordering, we got to get rid of this shit, bro, before it goes bad. So you go straight to the source, and we found out that a lot of these people who supply the restaurants are actually selling their shit to the public.
Oh, no shit. That's a good look in. I'll have to look into that.
You know, and the thing is, you know, locally being a small city, you know, compared to New York and New Jersey, and Laredo's a small city. I know, and we all know where this shit comes from. The warehouses, you go to the warehouse district on the old side of town, and you see all these warehouses with fruits and vegetables. They're moving in out of, dude, like all day. And you give them a call, and you ask them, and you know, hey, I'm looking for this, that, and the other. Yeah, we have it. And they'll only sell you one. Hey, only one for you, one for you. You want another one? You come tomorrow.
Yep.
You come tomorrow. So it's kind of a thing where it's a little bit of relief, dude, when you see that, because you have to understand kind of like, well, if the restaurants, they're moving product, but no one's sitting down and eating.
Right.
That means they're not selling as much, you know what I mean? So maybe the people providing them the stuff for them they might be selling the shit, you know what I mean, to the people.
Yeah.
So look into it, man. That might be something you can do.
That's definitely a good look into, you know. I mean, right now...
Come back, Dust. I don't know where you are. Come back.
The state of affairs now, it's, you know, you can get most stuff, you know, and they put limits on stuff. And people are bitching about that, and it's like, well, what the fuck? You know,
no, man, people have to understand, man, you know, that it will, they have to relax a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And in other words, I guess I'm trying to say is there's enough for everyone, bro.
Right, there is.
Imagine back a few weeks or 2 months back before this shit hit the fan. Dude, there's enough food and toilet paper and necessities for everyone.
Right.
So why should that change?
Yeah.
Why should it change? Just don't freak out. Calm the fuck down. And there's enough shit for everyone, dude.
Yeah.
You go buy it. The stores restock it.
There's not enough shit paper.
But it's a thing, you know, there's enough. If everyone would calm down, there's enough for everybody.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking killing me.
Okay.
Sorry, does it?
I went from da 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 to. Hey guys, we're gonna keep it light to.
But that Porky Pig, man, that's
Hey man, you guys take it away. Finish this out. I'm here.
Nah, man. So that's basically about it. Just be calm.
Yeah.
Think of your elderly. Think of everyone else, and just
be rational and reasonable.
Yeah,
you know,
man, just chill out. It's all right. It's enough for everyone.
Nobody's rational reason. They want to sit on a throne of toilet paper, just like I want to sit on a throne of 30 packs.
and then you get sick, and God forbid you die. Then you have a garage full of shit that you bought.
I've been waiting until it gets dark to bring my shit up here because I know.
No, really.
They want, dude. I'm a very close knit development, and I wait until it's dark because you know what? I don't want nobody to know where the honey hole is. Not that I got a lot of shit. Not that I got a lot of shit, but you never know.
No, but you feel uncomfortable. People eyeballing you, like, dude, he has a lot of toilet paper. And he has
it's not, here's the thing. I did. Shout out to the toilet paper math. Everybody's been doing. You got to do your toilet paper math. And I'm back in house now. Toilet paper math. Okay, I have 24 rolls. 24 rolls of Scott paper towel. I went out and I bought a 24 pack right before the shit hit the fan because I had 2 rolls left, and I said I'm going to be that one jerk off that doesn't have anything because everybody's going to buy it. And of course, I was correct.
Isn't it based like how much you poop a day, I guess, or something?
No, here it is. I started something. I put it in my fucking my calendar. I started this roll on the 19th of March. All right, it is now the 28th, and I still have enough probably for another 3 days. So that means I could go almost about basically 2 weeks per roll.
Okay.
24 rolls. 24 times 2. That's 48 rolls. That's almost a year. 48 rolls. Wait, right? 24 times 2. No, wait a minute. 24 times 2 every 2 weeks. I could go 48 weeks. That's almost a year.
Unless you go to Taco Bell.
Well, yeah, unless there's an incident.
Yes.
This is without incidents, number one. And number two.
Doesn't go to Taco Bell anymore.
And number 2, I'm working because if I have to use the bathroom at work, I'd rather use the bathroom at work than here. But I don't use the bathroom at work much. But that's without incident. And that's not me being like one square at a time. That's just me being me because I wanted to see. This was a little bit of an
experiment.
Yeah, it was an experiment. I said I wanted to see how long this roll lasts. And it's not it's not one of those regular, Scott rolls, because the regular Scott rolls last way more than those double. When they say double, it's 24 equals 48. No. That's that shit like Charmin. That shit's going to clog up your toilet and doesn't last that long. But I'm a single guy, though. I understand families, they go through fucking a lot of toilet paper. I remember when I was with my ex, she used to fucking put it up to the top of her fucking shoulder like a fucking mummy. You know what I mean? It's just like Scooby-Doo. Coin, like the mummy. But, it's like, I'm conservative. I'm okay. I do what I got to do. And,
right.
But, I can't understand. Like, I can't even imagine people that have a family and the kids are fucking throwing it around.
A house of 4 or a house of 6 or whatever.
Now, remember back in the day, they used to lock up their liquor? Now they're locking up their toilet paper. The liquor is everywhere. It's everywhere. The rum is everywhere. The vodka's everywhere. Toilet paper's in the liquor cabinets locked up. Where's the key, man? Let's get into your dad's toilet paper stash.
Stop saying liquor.
I need to take a shit.
Stop saying liquor.
I actually had a guy at work told me that his kid, they're so scared of this and worried about this toilet paper shit that he's been holding in his shit.
Oh, no.
Shut the fuck up. Whatever.
Yeah, because it's the fucking media, man. It's the fucking media. These kids are very, very fucking delicate.
They are very delicate. Like when my stepdaughter's a junior in high school, and I'm thinking like she's like, oh, I'm just kind of bummed out. I'm kind of sad. I can't see my friends. And
my daughter's the same way. My daughter's the same. God, whatever.
Look, here it is. And I tell the kids at my job too, because I got all kids. They're young kids. They're scared. They're not really scared. They're just more or less their parents are stressed. One dad seeing his 401k hit the toilet. His stocks are in the shit house. By the way, buy Delta. Delta's very low right now. It's going to come back up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got stock time with Dust.
Time with Dust.
But
cue the cash register noise.
So I'm trying to kind of cool him down. The one kid was like, he's bummed. He hasn't seen his girlfriend in a while. They talk on the phone. They FaceTime. I'm like, yeah, you can't rub nothing. I get it. You're not touched. But I said, look, there's a program out there called StreamYard. He says, what's that? It's a video conferencing thing where it's kind of like Skype, but there's an option where you could watch movies or listen to music. So you and her could see each other. You could watch a movie together. And, you don't have to broadcast it. You could just do it together and just watch.
But I want to hold her and I want to kiss her.
Yeah, well, no, the kid's,
my
kid's
God.
20, he gets it. He's a very intellectual kid. And he goes, I said, yeah, man. I said, you may not be in the same room, but at least you could bullshit and watch a movie and talk or just have music in the background and chat. Like it makes it a little bit more personal because it's like a room other than walking around with your cell phone on FaceTime. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of them are like, what is it? I'm like, okay, here's where you go. And I said, there's videos on to teach you how to use it. And they come back like 3 days later. Ed, thank you for Ed, because it's not Eddie or Dust at work. It's Ed. Ed, thank you very much for that. We did that last night. It was great. Blah blah blah. I'm telling my friends about it. So these kids don't realize that there's this platform where, and shout out to us being nerds and all over the fucking country and finding this one thing and me creating a recipe for everybody that
shout out to the realm
seems to be all over the place.
Shout out to the realm.
But you get what I'm saying. There's options for these people. Yeah, you're not going to touch each other and blah blah blah. And what you do in your room is what you do in your room. I don't care what you do in your room, but I'm showing these kids, and they're getting a little bit more comfortable now because they're not as anxious. But you get their parents saying, you're not going to work. I don't want you going. You're not going to get us sick and blah blah blah, because they're all worried because what they're doing is sitting home all day watching TV and thinking about what's going on. So that's my 2 cents on this. Toilet paper. You guys good with toilet paper?
Yeah, I'm good with toilet paper.
Frog, you good with toilet paper?
No, I don't wipe my ass. I just take a shower and that's it.
Shout out, everybody's installing bidets. Shout out to fucking. I'm like, there's no way that's gonna get your ass clean. He goes, bro, it's good. I said, is it pressure? Is it pressure? I'm talking. I need for my ass. I need Silkwood pressure.
Yeah, the Silkwood shower.
You get a nozzle.
I need the Commando 5 or whatever the fuck that was.
You get an adjustable nozzle where you can adjust the water pressure. Get a nice fan pattern.
You know what they do down south? They just drag the garden hose into the house.
Shout out to outhouses, man. Shout out to
that's their bidet. That's their bidet. It's the garden hose.
The garden hose at the outhouse. Fuck that shit.
All of a sudden you hear from the bathroom that
standing over it.
That's sprinkler. You mix your shit into the lawn and the flowers, and damn, they fucking bloom and grow like a motherfucker.
Thank God I'm here to bring us back to what the One Too Many podcast is.
Shout out to Porky Pig, man.
Well, Sally refuses to like trash my socks. So like we have a bag full of like, you get a hole in one sock and you fucking put the. I'm just like, now we know.
You're not gonna put that shit on your mouth, dude. Just cover your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I said. I was out into the realm. I said, we don't get masks at work. I'm just gonna get one of those old school '70s socks with the big stripes on it. I'm gonna cut it over my. I'm gonna look like Bazooka Joe. Remember Bazooka Joe from the comics? Yep. He had that red fucking scarf in front of his face. Bazooka Joe.
I told you what to do, man. Get some underwear, new underwear, not old, because Jesus, But
it's funny. It's like I said earlier. Like last week, you barely see you see a mask every once in a while. Now it's like Jesus, it's Halloween. Everybody's got a mask. Right. I'm gonna show up tomorrow with a werewolf mask.
It's pretty fucked up, bro. That this is not gonna go away till February, March of next year.
It's gonna be like a bad rash. It's gonna linger.
I like the cats who are doing the straight up, fucking bandito style, with just a kerchief.
That's what I said. I turned the corner. I'm like, whoa, partner, here's my money. We're going to go rob the stagecoach. You with us?
Hey, Keiko's Bill, go fuck yourself.
Now I got to go to the ship and get another match.
What are you talking about, man? I see that shit every day here, man. Riding horseback, bandidos,
Yep.
gunslingers. You know, man, you get people, man, think Texas. You don't fucking have cars. I'm like, the fuck, we do have cars. So the Wild West, man. No John Wayne shit here.
To get back into our intro talking here, an hour later, Frog, your area, are you on that lockdown shit where, restaurants are locked, essential employees only?
The restaurants are just the same thing as you, bro. Just fucking pick up, you order, whatever, they'll deliver.
Yeah. So it's like basically they went from the major cities and like everything after that just felt like dominoes. Everything is the same.
Dude, the only thing out there, dude, are first responders and construction, and that's it. Everyone else is fucking home, dude.
It seems like everybody's fucking out there by me.
I'm thinking maybe I should fake that I'm sick so I can fucking stay home too, dude. Work on my car.
Yeah, they won't pay you though unless you get a doctor to say it, man. That's the issue.
Dude, I got friends that are doctors that don't fucking hook me up.
Yeah, we have people at our job that's just jumping ship. They're bringing letters of intent about anxiety and they're afraid, or they have loved ones that are older.
It's just
and
the fear, bro. It's the fear.
Yeah.
And I don't
They're not
blame
getting
them,
paid
bro.
right
I
now.
don't
They're not
fucking
getting
blame
paid. So, and
Well, that's what Sally works for an oil company, in the office.
Ooh, nice.
And she they told her not to come in, so she has like 5 weeks of PTO time, which is.
But she can work at home, dude, right?
No. It's all in
She
office.
can't work through emails and conference calls and shit like that? Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
So the question is, does she use her PTO time, or does she file for unemployment?
No, dude, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, see, now in Massachusetts, they're offering, your unemployment, which is like 50% of what you make normally, and then they're offering another $600 a week on top of that.
I thought. I mean, for an hour, I believe you're getting it 100%. If you're out because of this, if you lost your job and you were laid off because of this,
but you're working for an oil field company, bro. That's a damn good job.
That it's like 100%. You're getting 100%. That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah,
we were discussing that today in one of our meetings.
I would figure she'd be good. She's working for an oil field company. Depending what her duties are, she could probably work at home. Just like me, man. I'm in my work truck. I'll be honest, man. Man, dude, with this bullshit going on in certain construction, I don't get the fuck off my truck, dude.
Well, here's the thing with that. A lot of people that are working home, that money's only going to last a certain amount of weeks, and then the company's going to be like,
yeah, but certain people can work from home, right? They do conference calls.
It's going to be where the company can only spend that money after a certain amount of time, unless you're salaried. Yeah. If you're a salary dude, then but it's going to come to a point where these companies are going to run out of dough.
Yeah, because a lot of these people who work on an office, they rarely see customers, regardless what job you do. You work out of emails. There's certain things done by computer or whatever. So some of these cats.
Yeah, but you get a lot of people that are in the field and they travel. Now they're not traveling.
Yeah. Well, the field guys and the travel guys, I understand. Those guys are fucked, dude. You got to literally be out there to make the dough because you got to meet with people, talk with people, and stuff like that. So I understand that.
This is probably the most fucking
tough times, man. Tough times.
This is probably the most serious episode I think we've ever had.
Eat a dick, fatty.
We're fucking around and all that, but honestly, it's
joke here.
It's something of course, it's on our mind. We're stressful,
man.
And 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, we never thought we would be in this. A month ago, just think about a month ago, we would never think we'd be in this position, and that was just a month ago.
Man, I just miss you guys. I just missed you guys, and that's it. No, I gotta say.
Well, we're here every week, man.
No, we're not.
Every other week. We
see each other every 2 or 3
weeks. We're not going weekly. Bi-weekly works.
Yeah.
I gotta edit this shit. I'm a busy guy. 12, 14-hour days, 6 days a week. Relax.
And you dropping albums?
Yeah, we dropped an album.
I played that shit like twice, bro. I fucking loved it.
Only twice? Jesus, I think I've listened to it 100 times in the past 2 weeks trying to tweak it.
Well, I've been outside, and my connection outside isn't that good. So,
well, I hope you guys liked it, man.
I loved it.
I did like it. Now, if you had to equate yourself with a producer, a famous producer, who would you say you would be?
I am not going to answer that question.
It's not going to answer that.
I'm very old school, man. I'm very old school.
So Terry Gordy?
If you listen, Benny Goodman. If you listen to the record, you could tell the records. We started this about it, and I call it record because I'm old school. We started this about a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, to 2018. Yep. So you could tell the early stuff, and then when I bought the new setup with machine and started learning and started playing more, and my sound started to get more mature, and things started coming back to me from back in the day because I was very limited to what I could do with the software that I had. But buying this
and now
opened it up, so you could tell the older stuff because it's very sample based and very breakbeaty, and it's very it's not mixed properly because I was working with what I had at the time, and then you could hear the polished stuff, the more instrumentational stuff. So it's kind of like, in a sense, Nate is progressing as an MC and graduated and grew to his next level, and I did that musically also at the same time. So you can see us in a 2-year growth span.
Dude,
right?
Shout out to all 4 of you, man. Dust, Nate, Midichlorian, and Bo Walker.
Man, Bo's not even on the fucking album, and I didn't even realize that shit.
Man, regardless, he's been there before in the past, and man, all 4 of you, fuck, man.
I'm just happy we were able to get Confusion on there. Confusion's on a track. I miss Bo Walker and Midi. And it's funny, is like that Lethal Weapons track with Afrotate. Shout out to Afrotate.
Oh yeah, the Lethal Weapons.
That was like last minute shit, man. That was like the album was done. We're mixing it down. I sent the beat in the email to a couple of people. Tay went nuts for it. Nate was like, yo, this shit is dope. And I'm like, yo, guys, we're always talking about getting together. I have this concept, Lethal Weapon, Murtaugh, Riggs, you know what I mean? Let's get together and just do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. It's a concept, And I threw that out there, and it worked out well, man. We had that shit. Nate recorded the day after. Tay went to the studio, recorded his verse like a couple days after that. And that must have been, and I'm going to talk about it tonight, but that's one of the tracks that came together the fastest. And it was like lightning in a bottle. It was like perfect each way. And it's not mixed. I didn't mix it properly, but whatever. I'm not going to nitpick. This is where I'm the worst because I nitpick everything I fucking.
You always say you just gotta. It's like when I paint my models, right? There are people that paint way better than I fucking do, but it's like, okay. Yeah, like you got to be easy on yourself, like, and you got to also look at like, wow, I did something pretty fucking amazing. Like, don't you beat yourself up way too much, Dust. Way too fucking much.
Because this is something that was 2 years in the making. People are looking forward to it. I second guess everything I do. I don't know. It's just me. Period. It's every release.
I get it.
I've listened to it too many times where I can't. But lately,
the samples you do and everything you do are fucking phenomenal, bro. Fucking magic, bro.
And what I loved about this one was Nate gave me a little bit more freedom, where some of those intros are mine. Some of them his, the longer ones, but some of them mine. And like when I talked to him about doing this record, I said, look, man, I want to be more involved in this one. Your other projects, I understand that yours, your solo projects, you run with this, you do that, you put your spices and seasoning in there and blah, blah, blah. I said, but I really want you to listen to me on this one and take some of my ideas and what I want as a project. Let the emotion come out in this record. And I think, in my opinion, there's a lot of emotion here. It's kind of like a roller coaster of emotion. Just not even just Nate's lyrics, but beat wise, some of the samples that we do pick, the vocal samples, and whatnot. In my opinion, only. I don't know about everybody else, but to me, it just feels like there's a lot of emotion in this record. And I told him I want to make a record that has emotion.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you guys. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Give it some time. Yeah. There's a few songs, of course. It is just me being me, man. And Nate, he's always, thank you very much. I think this is my best record I ever did, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of it hit the cutting room floor, a lot of last minute. I just kept making more music. And I guess that's why it took so long. We were supposed to come out in December or January. Yeah. And I just kept making more and more and more and more and sending. He's like, yo, this is better than that. I'm like, yo, but I'm a very big stickler. When he came in here that last year around this time and we picked the beats for the album, I was like, we're going with these. Yeah. And every time I sent him something different, I'm like, all right, I'm going to take off and put that. I'm like, no, we're sticking with what we did. And then he would send the verse and send it back to me. I'm like, okay, we're putting this on.
But the thing is, you come out And I'm not just out there fucking kissing your ass, dude, but you fucking come out with magic every fucking day, every night, and
there are
and
producers
one
that
is
are
better
so
than the
much
other,
better.
and you just don't stop, dude. You keep creating these fucking badass beats and these jams, and you're like, "Fuck this dude."
Yo,
man. Wow.
I do have. I am my worst critic. I know it, but there's so many producers that are way better than me. I'm old school. I stick to my old school ways, my old school rules. But I'm going to tell you, I'm so excited. And don't get me wrong, this project is great, but the instrumental records are going to be records because it's probably going to be more than one. They're so fucking good. The shit that I've been making.
I wish you'd put all your shit out there, man. So everybody, the whole fucking world can hear it.
Not yet.
And
I gotta do it. I gotta do it before
you the fucking credit you deserve, dude.
But yeah, man, I'm very appreciative of everybody, whoever likes our music. I mean, I've been getting Instagram messages this week from people that I don't even know.
That's nice.
Or listening to it. One or two people that are in my circle at work. I don't let many people into my circle there. They don't really know.
No shit, bro. Yeah, no shit.
They were here. Wow, that's fucking great. Blah blah blah. So I'm just happy. I mean, and I don't tell nobody to kiss my ass. Whatever. Something you don't like about it or you didn't like, tell me about it. Let me know. All right, man. I agree with you. You're right. Call me out and I'm fine. You know, if that's not for you, it's not for you. If Nate's rhyme style's not for you, it's not for you. You don't like the fucking vocal samples on it.
There's
I'll release the anti-vocal cut if that makes you feel better. You know what I mean? I don't know, but to me, it's everything as whole as a project, and that's where me and Nate started from. Cold Slither was an idea, a concept. We came together. It's supposed to be an EP. It turned into an album, and that's when we just started rolling. Yeah, that's it.
So, are we going to get a Christmas album from another room?
This guy a Christmas album, really?
You know how they call it lo-fi hip-hop? I'm going to do a room hip-hop. All my beats are going to be recorded through the wall. All my beats are going to be all muffled to the wall, and the MC is going to rhyme on it.
I think it's an
Christmas album. I just imagine
the vocals
not a Christmas album, bro.
The vocals will be crystal clear. The vocals will be crystal clear. The beat and the music's going to be muffled.
Could we do like a
Christmas album now? He's got to do one.
It's going to be called Through the Wall.
What about a blown speaker album?
Oh my god.
Falls distorted and shit.
Whoa.
No, but honestly, guys, man, I'm very happy that you guys enjoy. You know.
Absolutely. You're one of the most driven dudes I've. When it comes to your music and the fucking podding. You're one of the most driven dudes I know. With putting out quality content, and that's when you guys asked me to be on the show, I was really touched by it. Because it's like. It's not like, some fucking Dollar Tree fucking podcast. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I said, you guys understand the concept of the show and what it is. The show is kind of like us, like what we're doing tonight, letting our hair down, relaxing, joking around, fucking around. And you guys know, the reason why it's not under certain banners is because, sometimes we get a little crazy with what we talk about, and we don't want to... The reflection. I don't want to be disclaimer guy and all that shit. But
this is our thing, and we don't want it associated with anyone else.
It's not even. We don't want it to be associated. We don't want what we say to be associated because in case instead of shove our foot up our fucking mouths. That I've done 100 times over. But everybody knows it's me. It's just me. So if I want to make I'm not saying an off-center joke, but if we just get into a discussion that gets a little, I don't need to hear that shit. I don't need to hear that, I don't just, so that's why it's kind of on the platform that we chose for this. And
I don't mind. I like it.
With you was a no-brainer because every show that you were on, you just brought so much content and the shows just got to a level.
I like the energy he brings, dude.
Exactly. See, I was able to leave for 20 minutes and do what I got to do. And you guys just, and like I said, there might be a time where it's just you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be a
guy
time
that you run into.
Matt, you can't make it. It could be, Frog can't make it. It's me and Matt. You know what I mean? And it can't always be like, oh man, no, it's got to be true. No, it just keep rolling, and that's where you get that synergy from.
No,
so I gotta show you motherfuckers how to do this shit. So
Matt's that guy that you run into somewhere and you just sit down and shoot the shit for hours, man. The guy, man.
I think we had
this girl winds up asking him, "Who's that, babe?" I don't know who that is. The guy just sat down next to me and he fucking talked to me for an hour.
We've had so many good conversations in the past that hit the cutting room floor, and it's not because it wasn't good conversation. It's just that sidebarred into that there was no way for it to bring it back. And I keep every episode in full in a folder, and it's just having the time and going back and finding. And it's my own thing. As I edit, I should put in comments blah 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 to blah 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 used for future, best of ep or greatest misses ep. You know what I mean?
Just blame it on Frogman
instead of greatest hits, greatest misses,
greatest misses.
Yeah, shout to Public Enemy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, something like that, and just edit it together and be like, yo, this is shit that I don't know what episode, what year, but this is a bunch of missing fucking content from the show. So
hidden content.
Yes, put it on.
Remember those old CDs when you get a CD and there was the hidden track?
Yeah, me and Nate do that on every album.
Nice.
What we try to do is like we'll give you something digitally, but if you're old school and you buy the actual fucking hard copy, there's always bonus shit afterwards that nobody probably knows. Because we don't. Yeah, Cold Slither 1. If you have the original CD, it has a sample mix where I took a lot of samples that I used on that record and made a mix. It's like a 30-minute long mix, and it goes through all like the original samples that I used for that record. A lot of people don't know this shit, like I think it's called one of the records. There's a lot left, like promos. We'll put promos hidden. Tracks that didn't make it will be hidden.
You think that'll make it out on a CD one day, or
No, they're on those CDs. Actually on CDs.
Okay, cool.
So it's kind of like something that we want to, because not everybody buys hard copies anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to justify it.
Dude, I wish I had all those in the CD form and hard.
Dude, I wish I did. The only ones I have left are the ones that are on my wall.
Dude, I know a lot of people download. Man, Frogman doesn't download. Man,
see, that's it. CD, and that's why Nate and I are old school like that. I'm sure once everything's cleared up with this bullshit, we're gonna do hard copies of All or Nothing.
I'm the first one to buy stuff, dude.
We didn't want to
be. Man, I would love. One of each CD you all have ever made.
Hit up Nate. He may have. I'm sure he has.
He's a busy dude. He's a busy dude. He hasn't got
a busy dude, man. Hit him up. I'm sure he has. He has some hard copies left or some things. Maybe not everything, but he may have some of the shit that you want.
Oh, I want it all.
You got that shit on vinyl?
Yeah.
Imagine how sick that would be, man. On vinyl.
Dude, we ain't making that much money off this shit, bro.
That'd be fucking cool, bro.
I'm still waiting for my check.
Cover and everything.
I'm waiting for my check. You know what I mean?
People need to hear this shit, man. People need to hear it. Man.
Vinyl. Dude,
I remember getting those vinyl records, and it was like this whole, you'd have the fucking fold out and a giant album art. And I was always kind of a heavy metal dude.
I still buy that shit. If I can find a Metallica or whatever on vinyl, I'll fucking buy it, dude.
Nice.
That's what I miss about buying music nowadays. Is like
it's hard. You can't find it on vinyl.
You come home. For me back in the day, whether it was cassette or CD, because I didn't get the CDs until like mid '90s because I couldn't afford it. But I used to be a cassette guy and vinyl guy. So I would, because I'm not like, why am I buying a CD player and the CDs are $20 when I could buy a cassette for $7.99 and throw it in my Walkman or throw it in my tape deck? Shout out to the Wiz, Sam Goody. But
Columbia House.
Yo, dude. You know how many fucking aliases I have out there from Columbia House, bro?
This dude's they're still fucking hunting you down. Do we have an Edward Mites Dust?
No, that was even before Dust Mite. IP freely,
People that are young are going to be like, what the fuck is Columbia House?
Oh, boy, here we go. It's back. It's back. Making a grand appearance again. No, it's just me just laughing and fucking getting out of breath. It's like me peeling an orange. trying to tie my shoes. Yeah, but Columbia House is definitely looking for me. I'm on the wall. And you know what the funny thing is? I used to get CDs and I didn't even have a CD player. I'm like, one day I'm going to get one.
Someday it will.
And eventually I did. But what a fucking... How easy it was. They didn't check. They didn't...
No.
Like, fuck it. We're just going to send it. We trust you.
Just give me that buck.
It's like Finger Hut. Remember Finger Hut?
Yep. That was
Finger Hut catalogs. You could order all this shit, and we're going to send it on payments. All right, sure. Frank Burns. And they send you the shit. And they would send you shit. And yeah, the bill would come every month, but you didn't fucking pay it. I'm not Frank Burns. I don't know who Frank Burns is. I probably got 185,000 counts of mail fraud out there somewhere.
You're going to get that cop knock.
Yeah. Like the other
Frank
day.
Burns?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Frank Burns eat worms. Shout out to Frank Burns. Anybody, you know where Frank Burns is from, right?
Who's Frank Burns?
Oh, here we go. MASH.
Oh, man.
There we go.
My dad watches that shit every fucking Sunday, bro.
Yeah. You took a piss, now it's my time for a piss.
All day he watches MASH.
Just keep it off the political shit. All right? Keep the boat going. We're almost to shore. We got about another 10 minutes here. Keep us on target.
What else does he watch, Frog?
It's because there's a channel here at home. I mentioned it like 3-4 weeks ago. There's a channel here locally in town that they play MASH 24/7, bro.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man, my dad loves it, dude. I'll sit down with him on Saturday or Sunday and just fucking watch it with him sometimes. Loves it. He can be the same show. He fucking laughing his ass off. He just loves it.
Yeah, fuck it. It's about the simple things, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, he's not getting all wrapped up in his fucking Instagram and his fucking, this account and that account.
My folks don't follow that shit. I think the only one that's on Facebook is my mom, and she chats with her sisters and cousins and shit. But my dad doesn't give a fuck about all that shit, dude.
He's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I want to watch Hawkeye.
Yeah,
that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah, every time I hear that little theme song coming in, dude, it just takes
Suicide
me back.
is easy.
Dude, it just takes me back to older times when I was a kid, back in 83, 84, whatever.
When your old man was watching it live.
Yeah, bro, he was in his 30s or whatever, and he's in his 70s now. So,
yep.
You know, he's in his 30s, and it just takes you back to a simpler, more peaceful, calmer time in your life.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, I know everybody needs to grow up and mature and fucking take care of their family and whatnot, all that responsibility bullshit, but it just takes you back. You hear the intro to the song.
Yep.
You know, it's just like, boom, you're a kid again.
Yep. You're a kid. Yep. You're like, I'm just waiting for my Transformers or whatever.
Yeah, bro. It's like, I'm
copyright
a kid again.
Strike. I heard you guys singing a copyright strike out there for us.
You're a kid again, and you're that kid waiting for your dad to forgive you and take your Transformers out of the trunk of the car.
What am I walking into here uncomfortably?
No, I'm just telling them that my dad and I will watch MASH in that channel that I told you a few weeks ago that plays it 24/7.
Yeah.
And every time I hear the intro to the song, it fucking takes me back when I was a little kid, dude. And every time it was a simpler, calmer time. You're a kid, of course, but every time I'd be there with him as a kid watching it, it's because he was pissed off at me because I did something wrong at school or whatever. So he put all my Transformers in a trash bag and throw it in the trunk of the car.
Exactly. See, you fuck around, we take something away from you.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. It's like the government's doing with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we told you to do this, you didn't do that. What do? We took your restaurants away. 2 weeks later, what do? We took your gyms away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you can only hang out with 2 people. Now we're taking that away because you don't. But yeah, okay, good. Shout out to Matt.
Frogman likes being alone, so we're good.
This is what I tell people. You see those memes. I'm made for this.
Yeah.
People go crazy. Oh, I can't do, dude. I could do 2 weeks easily without even opening up my front door.
I can do the rest of my life by myself without opening the goddamn door.
I got enough shit. I got enough beer hoarded, enough food in here.
Yep.
I got so many things to do. I got this platform if I want to talk to people. I got my phone if I want to talk to people.
Got 7 cars to work on that I can spend the rest of my life fixing.
I got my cat. I got video games I've never touched. I got 10 long boxes of comics. I got comics digitally. I can make music. I can listen to music. I'm good. I can lay on the couch and not even move, and I'm good.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's a ton of shit to do. Like, and like you were saying earlier, these kids are so like we're so connected now. It's like
But you have to understand how these kids grew up with this technology.
And we're back on this again. But here's my thing. Before all this happened, where were the kids? They were in their fucking bedrooms, on their phones, on their fucking computers, on their fucking.
And what were we doing?
And, where were we? Couch,
on type.
Thing. Dad was in the fucking bathroom jerking up Pornhub.
But during the day, what were we doing?
Mom's flipping the bean and upstairs with the box of wine.
I don't want to picture it.
Now what? Now what? Everybody's home. They're doing the same fucking thing. So what's the difference?
Right.
Yeah. What are we doing?
All of a sudden, kids want to ride bicycles? Get the fuck out of here. I haven't seen a kid ride a fucking bicycle in fucking years. Remember, everybody was a skateboarder? I haven't seen one skate punk around my way in fucking years.
Bro, I just got a new Lance Mountain deck today.
Shout out to Lance Mountain. I thought you were out of that game.
Dude, I collect skateboards. I got like fucking 2,000 skateboards, dude.
Yo, Lance Mountain had eyebrows for days.
Dude, I got a new Lance Mountain. I think it's from Black Label, a two-tail natural board. It's got the red on it with the cheese. And I'm waiting on a red Mike Vallely fucking skateboard also that came from Australia. So,
well, you
dude, I collect more skateboards than Transformers and car parts.
Oh, really?
Just decks. Just the
deck. Yeah. I have like over 2,000 skateboards, dude. Everything.
No
everything.
shit.
Dude, you know what you get when the apocalypse happens and everybody's hoarding, you can use those decks, and you can fucking nail them up on the window and the doors.
Dude, I use them for a fucking little campfire.
You got your 2x4s to lock in.
I got wood for days, man. Don't worry about it.
Now, do you mount them on the wall and like have like a little?
I want to do some. It's a shelf there where you kind of stack them on a like 30-degree angle.
Yeah, and
you hang them up on the wall, and then I want to space them out every so many feet, and in between each shelf, I want to put fucking what do you call those boxes with the glass on it?
Light box?
Shadow box. I want to put a shadow box of my favorite boards that are out there. And yeah, man. My favorite skater straight up is Mike Vallely, and then from there it goes.
That dude was a fucking animal back in the day.
Dude,
Animal chin, baby. Animal chin in the house.
It's funny, man, because they call him the Jersey Devil when he was younger, dude. So it's funny. He's from the East Coast, and he's one of my favorite fucking skaters, bro, of all time. I have every fucking skateboard he's ever released, and apart from other skaters, again, 2,000 boards. So,
wow.
I got a question. Can you ollie?
Bro, back in the day, I used to do street freestyle. I used to ride a half pipe. And again, I was 13, 14. Yeah, dude.
And when he got older, he rode the whole pipe.
I used to ride vert. I used to do street style, freestyle on the street. And then when I discovered street racing and cars, that's when I left skating to learn about cars.
Yeah.
And then from there,
you got a little older.
Yeah, I got older and I started, learning about cars, and I started fixing them, making money out of it. Doing nitrous interiors, doing lift kits on trucks, lowering them, doing custom interiors, paint jobs with my buddies. We used to do. We used to paint lowriders. We used to paint anything, bro. And most of my life has just been automotive and skateboarding, and that's it. So. Yeah. Gotcha. That's how when it comes to movies and a lot of shit, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you're out turning wrenches and shit.
I'm always in the shop, dude. I got a customer car to do, but when I turned 38, I'm 41 now. When I turned 38, I called it quits because I started looking at my shit, and I'm like, dude, I'm neglecting my stuff, and I want to enjoy my stuff before I fucking die. So I cut off the customer cars, and I started dedicating my time to work stuff, and then with the realm and everything, collecting and my pile of skateboards and collection keeps going. I see something that I don't have. I've spent over fucking $500 to $800 on a fucking skateboard.
Holy shit!
But their original issues from the 80s, and then certain reissues. You know, the reissues go for much less, but the originals, they skyrocket. They're from the 80s, still in the shrink wrap.
I remember one board I had. I think it was a Steve Caballero. Is that the one?
The Steve Cab, the dragon?
With the dragon. With the dragon with the big tail at the end, with the wide tail at the end. Yeah. That was my first professional board. Before that, I had one of those KB joints that looked like a big fucking whale. Yeah, my friends used to give me so much shit in the projects. Believe it or not, we were in the projects. We were skating in the 80s. We were the only ones back then. You know, there was a little couple of us. You know, shout out to Ugg from the Cellar Dwellers. You know, Gore-Tex from Nonfiction. All these big rappers now. We all used to have our little clique, and fucking we were skating.
Which Steve Cab did you have?
It's
the
one with
dragon, or just the face of the dragon with the back?
No, it wasn't I can't remember. I think it was like a half, like from the middle of the chest up.
Okay.
You know,
because there was one that was half of the chest and a square, and it had
it had an oval, and it went wide, and then it went really thin, and it had a fat tail at the end.
Dude, I'll fucking send you one.
Every deck that there ever was.
If you can tell me which one you have, I'll send you one in a shadow box.
No. I don't need that in my life, bro. I don't need that. That part of my life is gone, bro. No.
Bro. So you look at it, you're like, I used to skate.
I was never really a skater. I was what they called a poser because everybody was doing it. I wanted to do it. And I never had skills. I was chubby. I couldn't do ollies. I couldn't do all that shit, but I was fast.
Yeah,
I was a fast motherfucker. I could get speed. And the one thing in the projects is, if you know about the projects, it's kind of like you got apartment buildings with trees and grass in the middle. Like you walk through
you got all those stairs and shit. Ollie down the stairs and shit.
No, but I'm just saying. And we had these things that used to come off the trees. We called them itchy balls. They were like little balls with spikes on it. I don't know what they were.
Oh shit, those things will send you airborne, bro.
And like you'd be fucking flying down the fucking projects on this nice black top. One of those things would get under your fucking wheel.
You're done.
You fucking road rash flipping around. Oh, fuck. Oh.
And of course, you didn't wear a helmet or any kind of.
No. Dude, it was 1986. It was 85, 86. We didn't. No. You just fucking get up, limp,
dust yourself off,
and you walk the rest of the way because you can't fucking put pressure on your fucking right leg.
Dude, I remember once I launched off a 4-foot ramp, and my friends told me, just don't look down, bro. Don't look down. The first thing I did is I looked down, I freaked out, and landed on my knees, bro.
Yeah, we were. And like, to be honest with you, the guys in the crew, they were all good, but they weren't like that good. And we used to go to Gore-Tex's crib and watch the Animal Chin and the fucking Brigade video.
That shit'll pump you up, bro. That shit'll pump you up.
And we would go out and be like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And we're in the middle of the project courtyard and nobody's doing nothing. And the girls come over, we're talking to the girls, and then the boom box comes out and everybody starts fucking freestyling, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden it's funny, we went from like that skateboard and shit with graffiti, and then we went graffiti into hip hop. You know, and like I was making beats and he was rhyming, this guy was rhyming, you know what I mean? This guy was DJing, and it was like weird. Once like 88, 89 came in, everything kind of like turned and we got a little bit older, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then that's when all of us got into that hip hop shit. And not that we weren't listening to it, but we were actually trying to work and make it.
It's kind of connected, man. You know, you're skating and then the rap thing kind of showed up and fucking blew up in the 80s, and then all the skaters went into the rap thing.
For us guys to find skateboarding in the projects of Brooklyn, Glenwood projects in Brooklyn in the mid to late 80s, and it goes to like
that was the main thing with the Bones Brigade and everything. That was
it tunes to like one of the guys like Mitch, the dude that was the Gore-Tex from Nonfiction. I don't want to name drop, but he was into metal and rock also. So like. All punk. That kind of like, the punk shit. Like, you see, he has all the 45s and shit. Like, so that element kind of came from him. So, you know, once he moved to the it kind of brought that element of, and that's where the skating element came from, the rock stuff.
Dude,
and
exactly.
we all hung out. We all hung out. So we all wrote graffiti. We all fucking liked the same thing. We all, you know what I mean? It kind of, you got your crew. You got your little crew of dudes. You know what I mean? And little Johnny badasses. You know?
Yeah.
I was the boombox guy. I had the Lasonic boombox with the 8D batteries, the disco lights, double tape, the dual cassette deck that you can mix on. You know what I mean? I had the boomboxes. You know, everybody had their job in the crew. You know what I mean? It's just funny, man. I remember. I love those days. I miss those days. I really do,
man. I fucking hear you, man. I remember back in the day. Anybody who's in the skateboarding, they're either fucking punks, hardcore, metalheads, or they started getting into the rap thing, man. That shit started blowing up. So it's pretty connected. You go out there skating, you go skate the ramp and the half pipe, and
everything changed.
They be blasting that shit, and you're like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" Yeah. Oh, this is so and so, blah blah, the rapper, this and that.
Hey, here, I got my boombox. We're bumping some Cool G rap.
Dude, the big silver boombox with a big.
And we're fucking
the equalizer. Damn, that was fucking.
We got a piece of fucking plywood up on the benches, and everybody's doing like a cheap half pipe. You know what I mean? A quarter pipe.
Dude,
you know?
Yeah.
Being badasses while we're bumping hip hop.
When we used to skate back in the day, I used to build those cheap ass little ramps because no one had fucking skills, bro. Like, oh, get the sawzall and the hammer and the nails. And I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, we didn't have that in the project.
And they're like, we were
out fucking with pallets and fucking cardboard.
Dude. And even back in the day, they used to call me Frog. Hey, Frog, why don't you fucking do it, Frog? All right, go for it. And I used to fucking draw them out and fucking get the sawzall, get the nails, the 2x4s, and hammer them together and make the ramps. And fuck it, dude. We used to launch off those things, fucking do methods and shit like that. Nah, bro, it's fucking badass, dude. You know,
once we hit high school, everything changed. But
middle school, bro. We hit middle school. We got
middle school
and cars, and
everything just like, you know.
Got your first blowjob at 16 or fucking whatever. Wow.
I remember my first fucking sip of Old English. The first time I got drunk. Me and my buddy Jimmy, rest in peace, man. He died of leukemia when he was 19.
Oh, shit, man.
That guy. We used to come down and like put our quarters together, that whatever we could get steal from our moms and shit. You know, that's what you did. You know, and we would go to the corner store, and back in the day, nobody gave a fuck. We used to say it's for old man Willis down the road.
Dude, it was easy to buy cigarettes and beer back in the day. Yep. People trusted you.
So we had enough for a quart of Old English. Wow. And me and Jim, we went up to the roof, right before you get to the roof, the top of the steps, and me and him split the fucking quart of OE. Dude, we were blacked out for hours.
Did you feel at that time that you had to hide, or you could have just drunk it?
No, we hid when we drank it, but once we drank it, we were running around the projects, fucking with everybody, bugging out, listening to music. For hours, bro. It felt like it was like a Fear and Loathing trip with fucking Hunter Thompson. You know what I mean? Like Fear and Loathing of Vegas. You know, when he wakes up 3 days later, he wakes up like a week later, and he's listening to the tape of what happened. Yeah, you know, that's what it felt like, and it's like. And the next day we met up. That was a Saturday. Sunday we met up. And I'm like, yo, man, I got 75 cents. How much you got? We did it again.
You did it again. Yeah, bro.
Yo, and shout out to that. That was the origination of the day the One Too Many podcast was born.
Shout out to your buddy, man. What's his name?
Projects, Jimmy, James Rosano. He used to graffiti Slay, SLEY, Slay 169. He taught me how to wild style and peace and all that shit. You know,
nice,
really good
love for that guy.
Yo, he was so talented, man. He dance,
really?
DJ, yeah, man. Like not just like
break dancing and shit.
Broke dance,
break dance.
But you know, he was cool, dance. You know, like freestyle dance and funhouse dance. Like
my brother used to do that shit, man. He fucking started moving. I could never do it. He did.
It's funny. It's like when he was going through the chemo, he had to get a colostomy bag. That motherfucker would still go. The dude, he was always known for the women.
No, he would go out with his bag and shit.
Yo, he used to go to the club, no hair, you know, chemotherapy with a bag on his side and still pull bitches.
Wow.
Don't know how
ladies, man. Straight up.
Apparently he had 9.5. So when you're 9.5 at 18, 19 years old, you know, word gets around, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out to Jimmy, man. Rest in peace, dude, man. Wow, it's been so glad to think about that, dude, because I miss him a lot. Yeah. You know? He's like that one guy that's gone too soon, but if you knew him, and what he lived he lived a lot. He did a lot and seen a lot in his, you know what I mean? If you're going to go, at least he did that much before he went. You know what I mean?
I can just imagine that guy, man, still being alive and hitting you up. And, what are you doing, Ned? What do you want to hook up or what?
You know what? I'm still friends with one of his
memories, bro. Nothing but memories.
Friends with one of his girlfriends online, and I'm still friends with his sister on Facebook.
Awesome.
You know, so and I just when I uncovered that old videotape of my old school movies.
Yeah, you told me about that.
There's a bunch of, and maybe one night when it's privately, we'll watch some stuff.
Oh, he's in it. He's in your videos, dude. That's pretty fucking cool.
Shit.
Me and him,
bro. This guy used to do movies and shit when he was a kid.
Me and him, lip syncing the Beastie Boys, and him breakdancing in my living room, and just hanging out, fucking around, So maybe that's gonna be like a private night. We do that shit, man. That'd be fun, man. So you see about, and it was done on that PXL Fisher Price video camera from the late '80s, where everything was recorded on cassettes, and it was black and white, and it's all grainy and shit. Like dudes would go crazy for that shit now. Like these filmography guys would go nuts for it. But it was $80, and my mom bought it, and I used to carry it everywhere. The AAA AA batteries, because AAA wasn't big then, and you just used to put cassette tapes in it. It would record video on cassette tapes.
Shit.
Yeah, you just hook it up to your TV and put it into a VCR, and then transfer it to VCR tape, VHS tape, man. It looks like shit because if you didn't have fresh batteries or a good tape, it got all grainy and it got worse. And I didn't have money for batteries, and I just kept reusing old tapes and shit,
Yep.
But I couldn't afford a fucking $3,000 video camera.
No, you fucking use what you got. But like you said, now some like film geek could be like, oh, the distillation on these pictures is incredible. They would be all up in that shit. Yeah,
because the nostalgia of how it looks.
Right.
And and then I did a couple of flicks with my other buddy who had like a real video. It was funny, and I think I explained this on maybe it was on Cobra Law, maybe one too many back in the day. But I had like two sets of friends. I had my hood friends, and I had my
I remember that.
Yeah, I had my other friends, and that's when it was Joe Pepitone's son, Joe Pepitone from the Yankees, his son and his nephew. I used to be really good friends with those dudes. And those were the dudes that were in the Italian neighborhood, had some dough, So I'd be the dude that walked both sides of the fucking tracks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
you playing both sides, homie.
Yeah.
Your uptown friends and your downtown.
Oh, I used to hear shit from the what are you hanging out with your fucking Guinea buddies? And it's like oh, I thought you were coming by. What are you writing your name on the wall? And but then the next thing you know, some of the kids on the Italian side all of a sudden started writing graffiti because of me. So it just shows you how everybody, you kind of, and then they started listening to hip hop, and you just kind of.
So that's because of you, bro.
Yeah, I've always been that type of dude to just
hey, check this out. Yeah,
that's funny, man. Yo, guys. We got to wrap this up, man. We could talk about this for a mint, man. But I like the way we flipped it, and it's a different episode, man. I'm not hating on it.
Man. It's freestyle, man.
I'm trying to think of a title. I'm trying to come up with something for it, but the climate today's because everything we do starts with
got to start with the, man.
So we got to think
about fragments out of beer.
You out of your ciders, man? How many ciders? Let's get a cider count up in here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, man. I drank
wow.
Week, so.
Wow, you ate a 12-pack of your crazy bullshit girl ciders?
Dude, these red apple ales for anybody out there, or whatever, dude, go out there and drink them. Dude, they'll hit you pretty hard, man. I like them.
I used to drink them hot.
Oh, fuck that!
Cider's supposed to be hot, man.
Yeah, get it hot. Throw like 2 shots of Jack Daniels in there.
Oh, there you go.
See, what I used to drink before was Budweiser. But
oh, really?
I don't want to go down that road, bro. No. You don't want to see Frogman on Budweiser. Fuck
yeah, man.
Dude, you don't want to see that.
I remember you at TFCon. You were drinking beers with me. You fucking zoned out like 100 times. I'm like, yo, you're right.
dude, I feel so bad. We're like having a conversation. I just kept drinking those Budweisers and I just dozing off, falling asleep. That's how I know. I'm like, dude, I'm gone. That's it. You got dust mites talking and this and that.
Yep,
And blah, blah.
yep.
And I think it was just like, bro, like
started nodding off. I'm like, what are you doing? Wake the fuck
bro,
up.
Yeah, bro. You see, that's the thing with Frogman, man. You get Frogman drunk, he doesn't get wild and crazy and violent. Motherfucker goes to sleep.
He takes a nap.
Yeah, bro. I get fucking plastered. I just start drifting off.
Yeah, it happens to me every so often. Usually at 3:00 in the morning on a live podcast.
So when I was there in Chicago with Dust, I'm like, bro, like, to me, it was like, fuck, let's go out, dude. Let's go do something, man. So I can wake the fuck up, dude. But I was out, dude. I was fucking gone.
Yeah, we had a good time, man.
Good
time,
bro. Jeez,
all right,
what a
guys.
great show, man. What a great show today.
Yeah, man, we've all been stressed out this week, so this was a good way. And like I said, I remember last week I said, let's not talk about the Corona shit, but, it's on our mind. It's part of our lives. And what do we do here on the show? We tried to chisel out a little bit, talk about our lives.
Right.
Let it out, man, bro.
I didn't feel like it was super political. It's like, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah. Until fucking the NRA showed up, and then it just and it just got a little off kilter. Maybe I should call it the NRA and then get the episode back. But
no, don't call it
the gun episode.
Yes, the conceal and carry.
The
conceal and carry. Are we going to call it that? Is that it? Conceal and carry? All right. Take a note and remind me that's what we're calling it. Conceal and carry. So when I edit this, hopefully in the next week or so.
Yeah,
but
next 2 weeks, you'll remind me.
Yeah, it'll.
Let me write this down here.
I'm always, you know how I am. I always come in at the pan, bro. Done, but it's a weird climate that we're living in, and it's nice to be able to get together and talk with some friends about what's on your mind. And I know it's recorded and it's out there for the public, but a lot of other people that listen to these things can relate and feel comfortable and say, you know what, those guys are right, or say, fuck those guys, they don't know what they're talking about, and that's great. We all have our own views of this shit and how we feel. Some people are very super serious. People are very worried about getting sick. I'm not too concerned about getting sick. I just went through 8 weeks of bronchitis. Bring it, bro. Who knows? The 8 weeks that I did could have been some form of this shit because I got sick right as it was hitting the U.S. and nobody knew. My doctor was bronchitis. I never got the fever. I never got the chills. I never got the aches. But I had the cough, the sneeze, the respiratory problems. Who knows? Did everybody around me at work get sick? No. And I've had it for 2 months. So I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We're not here to talk about and get crazy with that. But it's good to be able to just talk and get it off the chest. And that's where I'm glad that we have this here. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's cool every once. Not everything needs to be slapstick. And we try to crowbar some jokes and make it funny because that's what this show is about, us fucking around and, being that, not so serious type of show and, talking over each other, which is fantastic. We do it so well.
I'm working on it.
No. I realize that, we don't talk over each other when I shut up. So maybe it's me. That's why I was letting you and Frog go at it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Let them go. Let it run out. I'm just going to edit it anyway. No, I'm only kidding. So, guys, thank you very much for joining Too Many Podcasts, episode 21.
21.
Temperature's a little hot out there. Relax, people. Relax.
Chill out, relax. Nothing but love. Be patient.
Let's see what happens. Just be prepared. Take care of your family. And like I tell everybody, be smart. Be safe. Be smart. I think that's the only thing that we could tell people. Be safe. Be smart. Start listening to what's going on. They're not telling you this for just for shits and giggles. They're not telling us everything. It's the government. We're not hearing everything. We're hearing parts of it. Just be smart and be safe.
That's it.
That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us on the One Too Many podcast. All I got to say is be fair, be safe.
Be fair.
Think of your
Here we go. Be fair. What do you mean be fair? What are you talking about? You trying to say something, Frog?
Be fair. Think of your elderly. Nothing but love for everyone. And most of all, from the One Too Many podcast and you all, be safe. Take care of yourself.
Yep.
And we're out.
See you cocksuckers on the flip side.
I like that better than we're out.
It's good, dude. What's wrong with that? At this time that everybody's fucking freaking out and going crazy, that's a nice.
Yeah, you know what? Kumbaya, my lord, and we're out. You could have did that. Kumbaya, my lord, and we're out.
He's just gonna decide out of the fucking blue